What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video. So we booted up the computer and we received two alerts. As you can see, the first alert is that the previous processor thermal failure, and then the second alert is that the system battery voltage is low. The system battery voltage is low, that's why it's telling us here that the time of day is not set, and then to run setup program and so forth, invalid configuration information, blah blah blah. We could simply hit F1 to continue, or then we will also hit F2 to run system or setup utility, or F5 to run an onboard diagnostics. I don't think it's necessary to run onboard diagnostics, since still we know what those errors could be. The thermal failure, most likely it could either be there's no proper ventilation, or we just have to simply clean the dust off, or the CPU fan might be not functioning properly, or we might need to put thermal paste on the CPU and heat sink again. And it could be maybe other things as well, but it could be related to the temperature that is overheating, most likely. I'm going to click F5 just to see how long this will take. And the computer that we're referring to is this Dell Precision 3500. We will open this up, but in the meantime, let's see here if this will show us anything. So I will fast forward through this just so we can get the results. It's showing that the system test has passed and the rest is running. So I'll set you guys up down here. Alright guys, as you can see that the percentage here is still at 5%. It's still performing the memory test activity. It is a pretty lengthy process, but let's go ahead and skip through all this and show you guys the final results. Alrighty, so everything so far has passed. It did prompt me if I want to run the remaining memory tests and so forth. It takes about 30 minutes or more. I quite honestly don't want to do this, so I'm going to click no. We'll shut down the computer after it reboots, and then let's go ahead and actually open up the computer. So before I open up the computer, we rebooted the computer after the system diagnostic was running, and we're no longer receiving that other error. We only have the system battery voltage is low now. So let's go ahead and open up that computer, see what's going on. All right guys, so it's been a really long time since I opened up this case, so I'm not sure how dusty it is inside, but here we go. I can see a little bit of dust here. And as you can see here, so I do have an SSD that's running OS. It's about 256 gigabytes, and then I have a mechanical hard drive that's 1 terabyte. Let's go ahead and just find that system battery. So my GPU is here. I still don't know which model this is, quite honestly. I do not remember, but I'm sure I'll provide that somewhere in the comments or the description probably. Let's open up this right here. My memory is underneath this cover. Look at that dust. Oh man. Oh, that is really dusty. Look at that. I definitely need to dust this off. I can see the fans here are super dusty. I fill up the whole slots of memory. Each one is 4 gigabytes. I have a total of 6 here, so that's 24. And I can see where that little battery is. It's right over here. So of course the computer is off. And let me zoom in perhaps a little bit, and I'll do any additional zooming when I edit the video. And now all I have to do is figure out how to get this little thing out. All right, so I see little gaps, which I'm assuming would be helpful, unless it slides out, which again, no, it doesn't seem like it slides out. So if you try to slide it left or right, it seems like it's tucked in this way, so we have to pry it up and out basically. Now there's these little tabs here. I'm not sure how easy it is for you guys to see this, probably when I zoom in. And there it is. It did require a little bit of force, but we got the battery out. CR2032, of course, if you're replacing this and your battery is simply just set in place versus the ones that come heat shrinked and have like a little connector that goes into the motherboard, you could simply replace this. Now all I have to do is find out if I have the same battery. All right guys, so I did find one. Now the one I removed was a Panasonic, as you guys remember, and I have one here that I pulled from actually this little thing here, which I never used. And let's put this in and then we'll dust this off, clean it up, boot up the computer, and see if we still have any alerts. So to put it back in, slide it basically right in there, and then it's set in place. I think I may have broken a tab off, but it's actually set in place now. All right, so I have an air can here that I'm going to use to just get all that dust removed. If you guys see there's a bunch of dust in the fan module and around the case. Let's see how much dust we can get up in the air. Now, personally, I would do this outside, but it is pretty freezing. It's pretty cold outside. Or get maybe a little vacuum and just have that dust, you know, sucked into the vacuum. Alrighty, that actually looks a lot better than how it was. All right, so I have a little microfiber towel that I'm just gonna use to clean the dust off of this. And let's do a quick wipe of the top here. Everywhere here, and we should be good. So let's close this up now. I forgot this cover, which is not really necessary, but I like to keep it on just for, it helps, I guess, less dust get into where the memory is. Close that up. Everything there clicked. I'm gonna give the case a little wipe as well. There we go. So let's put everything back, turn it on, and see what we have. Alrighty, so this is the moment of truth. We're booting up the computer. Make sure nothing is going on. There is no more issues. If we see the same alert, we could probably replace the battery once again, assuming that I have a fresh new battery, because the one that I used unfortunately was, looks like everything is good. There's no more alerts. If you do receive the same alert again, and you use the battery that was previously used on something else, I recommend you buying a brand new battery. But we seem to be up and running now. Also, the other alert for the thermal failure did not appear. If it did appear, what I would have done is turn on the computer with the case open just to verify and look at the fans, make sure that all the fans are running. Aside from the dusting that I did, also remove the heatsink and apply new thermal paste. But it seems that we're good. The computer was running fine, regardless of the error that was received. It was running without any issues. So it looks like we're good to go. Thank you guys for joining, and I'll see you guys on the next one.